Pressure is mounting on the ANC Women's League Treasurer General and Premier of the Free State to clear her name. Barely 4 months in office, Macqueen Letsoha-Mathae is now accused of corruption. The latest developments contrast sharply with her maiden speech as Premier, in which she committed to fight corruption vehemently. The Hawks have confirmed that they are investigating allegations of corruption and money laundering.
At this stage, we are investigating allegations, not any particular individual, until such time that evidence that would have been gathered would have directed on the person of interest that should be brought before the court of law. The latter is done so as to protect the integrity of the investigation. It is against this background that we request the public to afford the team that has been nominated to deal with this case space and time so as to conduct thorough investigation without any undue pressure. New Beginnings CEO Patrick Puti says he is aggrieved by the unfair termination of his road construction contract. He says the contract was meant to run for 36 months. Puti says he had no choice but to spill the beans as he feels that he was thrown under the bus by the Mathae family. SABC News is also in possession of proof of payments from the contractor to the garage where a vehicle was rented from. A black Mercedes-Benz V-Class was allegedly rented out for Lawrence Mathae.
We'll also go for motion of no confidence against the Premier. We can't be led by such compromised characters in our province. Motion of no confidence must also go to the Speaker of Mangaung. We can't be led by compromised characters.
Other organizations have expressed themselves regarding the allegations against the Premier. A non-profit organization, Mangaung 7, has opened a case against the contractor in question and the head of the Department of Community Safety, Roads and Transport in the Free State for failure to follow due diligence in appointing the contractor.
I've got all kinds of machinery. I've got all kinds of resources. So that was a termination that was very brutal to me. And it affected me and affected my business. I'm in court now because people are saying, look, we don't have contract. Let's kick you out in the system. Yeah, it's like me now, my kids, they don't have food anymore. That was the reason that this thing took us here. Because my point is that why must I go on the street? I mean, I cannot take me on the street. They really can't.
Meanwhile, the Democratic Alliance has submitted an affidavit to the Hawks with additional information on corruption allegations against Letsoha-Mathae.
We have drafted an affidavit that indicates that should these allegations be correct, that there are at least 10 criminal activities that could have taken place. I have drafted an affidavit and I've also added additional information regarding the contracts that were issued to the person who's making these allegations, and we will be submitting this to the Hawks with a request that they investigate it thoroughly.
The ANC says it will allow the law to take its course.
At the moment, we understand these as wild allegations, and there is no organizational position that we are taking on them at the moment. The ANC is an organization that runs on the basis of its constitution and attendant policies. Now, until credible institutions of the state that are designed to investigate allegations, until we arrive at that stage, we will really treat this as wild allegations.
Some members of the public had this to say.
I cannot confirm whether the Premier, whoever is involved in corruption issues or whatever, because for now, really for me, it's a hearsay evidence. There's no one can come with a concrete evidence to say, yes, I know. Until then, well, for me, she will remain innocent till proven guilty.
I'm honestly disappointed at what happened with our Premier and everything, the corruption stuff. I'm so disappointed to call. Imagine now we have a high rate of unemployment in Free State. Now we have to deal with people stealing money and everything. Honestly, this is not right.
I was hoping she would come and change things, but now she's being accused of stuff that she's been doing with her husband. So I'm hoping it's not true. If it's true, I'm hoping the law will take its course. But I'm hoping it's not true. because I'm 100% behind her.
Lawrence Mathae has labelled the allegations as defamatory, while Letsoha-Mathae has also refuted the allegations. The pair is dealing with the matter through their legal representatives. Letsoha-Mathae is expected to also face her organization's integrity committee. The Premier has also been criticized for allowing over 1,000 job cuts. The employment contracts of at least 120 employees from the office of the Premier have not been renewed. 14 of them took their fight to the Free State High Court, and more than 1,300 COVID-19 contractors have also been informed that their contracts will not be renewed at the end of October 2024. The EFF has held demonstrations outside the Premier's office calling for her removal from office. Aphumelele Mdlalane, SABC News, Bloemfontein.